morning, everybody. It's another beautiful morning here in Texas, despite all the chaos, despite all the crazy, despite all the fear that's going around. It is another beautiful, beautiful morning out, and I hope that it is beautiful where you are at, and I hope that you can see the beauty of today, because today is a beautiful day. You know, I was just scanning through a whole bunch of things on, hey, morning Megan, morning Craig, Addison. I was, scanning through a whole bunch of different stuff on Facebook here and in my email, and just what's going on in the world this morning. And it is amazing, all the fear that is just out there around everything. Morning, Marianne. But I wanted to jump on this morning, and I wanted to remind us all of the gift that we're given today. You know, today we really are offered the gift of life. Today we are offered the gift of opportunity. We are offered the gift of choice. Choice in our thoughts, choice in our emotions, choice in our reactions. And this is just some pretty damn big gifts if we really truly take into account what we are being offered. The message that keeps coming to me to share is, this is a time to come back to you. This is truly a time to come back to you outside of all of the chaos. If you look at the beautiful opportunity that we are given in isolation, and this process of calming down, silencing the world almost, and really stilling our lives, right? It's not that life has stopped. It's not that life will ever stop. Mankind has definitely made it through some much worse things than this. And we will make it through this and everything that comes from it, because the upheaval that this crisis is causing potentially can be worse than what the crisis actually is. But today's message is not about the potential crises that are emerging from this pandemic. Today is about the opportunity. Today is about the opportunity that you have, that I have. And if we bring our attention to our opportunities, if we bring our attention to, the blessings that we do have, which if you're on here, if you're listening to me, guess what you have? Number one, your body's working and you're alive. Your ears are working. Your eyes are probably working. Your heart is working. Your lungs are working. Your body is moving. You are alive. You are alive. And in that, there's so much possibility. So much possibility. A lot of people, I predict that a lot of people are going to be changing their paths through this. Businesses are going to have to change. The things that we thought that we couldn't do, we are figuring out as a world. We're figuring out, hey, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. Maybe we don't have to drive as much. I was on my way to taking my daughter to work. She works at a juice company and nutritional place, and they're still open in the midst of this, and as I was sitting at a red light, I looked at her and I said, what would it do for our environment if it was mandated? Not that I like mandates, because I don't, but let's say that it was mandated. If it was mandated that every Sunday we didn't drive anywhere, what if every Sunday was an isolation day? I know that might sound absolutely crazy, and everybody who's been isolated for a while is going, Kendall, you're crazy. You fell off your rocker now. We don't do it. This isolation thing is already too much. It's already too much. Well, imagine what it would do for the environment. What if every Sunday the majority of the world decided to take a pause and to breathe into themselves, to do self-reflection work, to meditate, to pray, to go to church, to really spend time outside in nature more, to spend more quality family time, to bring the attention to the things that can't just be replaced at the store, can't just be replaced with a new job. That's what we are being offered right now, an opportunity to really dive deep into what matters most, and to realize our connection. I'm always teaching with Tantra being a foundation. Tantra is all about everything being woven together, that everything is interconnected, and that we cannot ignore one aspect of our life and think that it will not impact every other aspect of our life. Everything is interwoven. So Guess what we're now learning from this? That we as a world society are interwoven. What happens in one country impacts the whole world, and it can impact the world at a mass level, right? Well, what if we started impacting the world with more hope, more love, more compassion, more connection, more, opportunity thinking, more actually connecting and looking at what is available to us, and coming at from a place of love instead of this place of ego, instead of this place of needing to be right or needing to control, needing to be in power all the time. What if we actually came into that state of being? What if we got a taste of it and the majority of the world actually went, wow, this is pretty cool. This actually is beneficial to humans, to the world, to everything. What if? Just what if? What if that was the gift that God, Mother Nature, whatever has blessed us with, what feels like a curse, what has blessed us actually with something that is a great opportunity to go deeper inside ourselves, to learn more about ourselves. In the midst of all the fear and the chaos, it's kind of hard to think like that. There's a lot of fear out there. We all get wrapped up in it. It's what we do. And there's a lot of, I was reading some psychological aspects as to what happens in these sort of events and why so many people are kind of disregarding everything and trying to continue on as though life is normal and nothing's changed, and what is actually going on in our psyche. And it's true. We do this. We want our sense of normalcy. We do not like change. So we try to keep things going the way they are. And we think that by ignoring it, that it's going to get better. But ignoring something never makes it better. Just like applying a whole bunch of fear never fixes the problem. Fear is not the solution. Ignoring it is not going to make it go away. But what can we do? Today I ask you to just venture out into the land of opportunity, which is your own mind, your own heart, your own soul, your intuition. I ask you to look at what is it that this pandemic is potentially trying to offer you as an individual. What are the lessons that you as an individual need to learn? What are the things that you've been ignoring, that you've just been, taking for granted in your world, that you have not been really truly feeding, but expecting it to actually be there? The one thing that I see as a relationship and sex coach, intimacy and abundance coach, all these things that I work with people on how to manifest that, what I call that fuck yes life, right? Fear definitely is not part of the Fuck Yes Life program, as for sure. It is about being fearless. It is about being hopeful. It is about being purposeful, passionate, turned on, connected. But what am I seeing? As this coach over here who deals with thousands of people all the time, what I see is I see people doing one of two things. And one thing is actually winning out over the other. And this is the sad truth. Now here we go. All right, yay. Opportunity, all that stuff. But we have to recognize what the truth is right now, where a lot of people are at. And if this rings a bell in your world, then here's something that you need to really change, to focus in on. And that is this idea of separation. Now, there is the isolation that we are doing to, really make sure that the limited number of people get sick, right? To really try to allow this bug to move through and not impact as many people as it potentially could. So we isolate, okay? We isolate, we let this move through. But does that mean that we actually has to cause separation within our households? A lot of people are experiencing a lot of separation within the household. Now, unless you are among the sick, among the individuals who already have the COVID-19 or are really could potentially be impacted by it because of other ailments that you have, there's absolutely zero reason to cause massive separation within your household. This massive separation causes more stress, causes more frustration, causes more irritation. It causes abandonment issues, loneliness, okay, depression, anger. And none of those are going to benefit the grand, solution of what happens for you, your house, your community, the world. I want you to look at your life. I want you to look at your relationships today. And I want you to really ask yourself, am I being the best participant in this relationship with my family, with my friends, with my colleagues, with my health, with my finances, with my thoughts, with my intuition? Am I showing up the best I possibly can right now with those different relationships? As my relationship with God, Spirit, Source, Divine, whatever you want to title that is greater than, are you showing up in that relationship in faith or in fear? It's really important to start to look at those, because when we come at things from a state of fear, we cause separation. Whether that's separation between ourselves and another individual, ourselves and our money, ourselves and our health, or ourselves and God, that is separation. And what that separation does is it prevents us from receiving. It prevents us from our abundance in happiness, in joy, in finances, in love, in anything. So where are you guilty of causing that separation? And realize that the opportunity is to change the thinking around that, to change the feeling around that, to look at the positives instead of the negatives. Remember, I love this quote because it is so accurate. Where attention goes, energy flows. So what we focus on, it's what expands. Are you going to help impact the world in a positive way by focusing on the abundance, on the goodness, on what all the great stuff is that's going on? Because as a world society, we really are coming together in so many different ways. There are so many people out there that are really attempting to make things work for not just themselves, but for their communities, businesses that are changing their whole business around to impact positively. Churches that are doing things that they have never done before, schools that are offering up their services in so many different ways. I know that my first graders school is giving away lunch and breakfast. It's a drive-by pickup for anybody who doesn't have food, no questions asked. They're just giving it away. They're like, if your child needs food, come, drive by, we will give you food, and make sure that at least your child has a couple meals a day, because there's a lot of people that don't have that. I was read this morning on a petition that came through that we have the potential of having over 46 million unemployed people from the COVID-19 epidemic that's going on. 46 million people that potentially can become unemployed. Now, that's the people that have jobs, jobs, employers. What about the people out there like me who are self-employed? We can add that number, we can increase that number by massive scales, because there's many self-employed people as well that are not going to have incomes when this is all said and done. So let's just round it up, to 50 million. That's a small number compared to what it probably actually is going to be. What is the impact that you can have on this world right now to help that number go down? And you know what? You might go, well, Kendal, I'm not a business owner. I don't own a corporation. There's nothing that I can do to help the unemployment rate that is coming. But there is. You can look out into the world and you can bring more positive energy. You can bring more connection. You can bring more joy. You can smile at somebody. Quick story, because I love stories. Yesterday, I was picking up some furniture, and I was driving down the street, and little did I know that this was the man that I was supposed to meet, but he's walking his dog toward me, and I'm in the car, and he's, walking across the road, and he stops in the middle of the road, and he smiles and looks at me and smiles, and just gives me this great big, hello, and smile. And I was on the phone, and I said, that's amazing. A man just smiled and waved at me. Right now, that is such a blessing. Any day of the week it's a blessing, because we really stink as a society about doing that. In the past we haven't. But right now, it's really big. Offer that smile. Offer that opportunity to still have connection. Maybe we can't physically connect, but we can still emotionally connect. We can still energetically connect. We can offer our smile. We can offer a helping hand. We can offer different services. We can check in on people, and we can apply positive thoughts, positive emotions to the situation, looking for the opportunities and going inward and coming back to self right now. That's what we can do. And that, Although it may seem like that's not what's going to heal the situation, although that may seem that that's not going to help the unemployment rate that's coming, it will. It will help, because pulling together and really truly tapping into your light and tapping into your hearts and your souls and doing what you would want to be done to you, offering that connection that you would want as well. I mean, would you rather be presented a frown and anger coming from everybody that you meet, or a smile and openness coming from everybody that you meet? I hope that you say smile. If you like the frown and the anger, well then, get off my live stream. No, just kidding. No, seriously, like you need to just look at that right there. Offer yourself an opportunity to look within and really truly apply the light, apply the joy, apply the connection. Look for humor in your day. Look for beauty in your day. Look for expansion in your day. Where can you find that? And how can you continue to offer that out, even though physical touch is not happening right now? And if you are in your house and you have a family or you have a significant other or somebody with you, realize that physical touch needs to be offered. This right here allows this to be healthy, and we need physical touch for our immune system. So all of this avoidance of physical touch, it's not going to benefit us. With inside your own house, your own homes, with your families, make sure that you still take the time to connect in a positive fashion. Help eliminate the illness through love, through connection, and through positive thinking. On that note, gosh, today is Wednesday, so Saturday I am teaching a class on the COVID-19. It is 10 plus safeguards to make your relationships strong, to make your health strong, to make your wealth strong in this time of crisis. It is a free event that I'm offering to all of my followers, so make sure that you sign up for it. It will be recorded. There will be a whole safeguard PDF that you will get from this. It is going to be a very powerful training. It's an hour, 90 minutes long. I'll be taking in questions and everything. I'm going to be sharing some of the stuff that I'm doing as safeguards in my own home. How am I talking to my children about this? What am I doing to help keep them, busy and healthy and strong and educated without the fear base? What am I doing in my own intimate relationship to manage to keep my relationship strong there? What am I doing with my health, and what am I doing with my wealth, with abundance? What is going on there? I'm going to be sharing all of that, plus many safeguards that are being talked about all over the place, but kind of combining it all for you, bringing it all to the table and giving you a nice little blueprint of safeguards so that you can impact your world and really create a strong haven for you and your loved ones. Outside of that, of course, I have group coaching coming up. I have online coaching coming up. I will be discussing some group coaching around the vagus nerve that is coming out soon. If you're not familiar with the vagus nerve is one of the primary large nerves in our body, and this nerve basically allows everything to communicate. What it is doing is what I'm going to teach you about the vagus nerve in this 5-week course that will be coming out this next week, is all on how to reduce your stress, reduce your anxiety, to really allow yourself to embody yourself more, to reduce depression and frustration. Yes, the vagus nerve covers all of that. These are simple things that you can do at home to truly impact your physical being, your mental being, your emotional being through some easy exercises that you can do at home and really truly change your outlook on life. So if you would like to get on the early bird registration list for that, make sure to reach out to me either in messages here on the comments, email, text, whatever works for you. And of course, I am still accepting one-on-one clients all over the globe. I have 2 positions open for that as well. So make sure that you reach out to me on any of that stuff. Of course, I'm here. Any questions, any comments, your feedback is always appreciated. Help me get these messages out. Hit the share button, and remember, You're worthy of an abundant life. No matter the pandemic that is going around, no matter how much the fear is, no matter what rises up in you, all emotion is positive emotion. All emotion is healthy emotion. By disregarding it, by trying to avoid what we're thinking, what we're feeling, or just by containing and holding, that causes separation, and that's not going to bring you the life that you really truly want. So stop existing, stop hiding, know your worth, allow your light to be shined, allow yourself to smile, to connect, to really truly impact this world in a positive way. And ask yourself, how am I showing up today? Am I showing up in fear, or am I showing up in faith? That's a very important daily question to ask of yourself. And go enjoy your life. Go enjoy today, because today is the only day that you have right now. I love you guys. Remember, stop existing, start living. I will catch you tomorrow with another Conscious Coffee. Bye, everybody. And when Facebook doesn't want you to end your live stream. Hold on. I really am. I'm leaving. It just doesn't want to end. Isn't my message over? Okay. All right. I think I got it now. Love you guys. Bye.